Welcome to my channel, Ken here. Today we'll look at the Mesa Boogie Badlander. Like, share and subscribe. Let's go! This is the Mesa Boogie Badlander rack-mounted version. It's a 100-watt EL34 powered amplifier. It has some unique features, or at least some modern features. On the back panel there is a cap IR loader that you can hook up to the computer. It has 8 slots for each channel, which is interesting. It also has a direct out and a headphone out, so silent recording is really possible with this amp. Now, in the manual it states that you can not have a cabinet loaded to the amplifier and still use it with the IRs. I haven't tried this, so don't hold me to that one. On the front panel we have 2 channels with 3 modes each. It is the clean, crunch and crush. The 2 channels are identical, so you can set one channel for one thing and the other one for another thing. It has no common volume out, but it has a volume for each channel, presence, bass, mid, treble, and the gain, which is the standard thing. It has also a setting where you can have 100 watts, which is 4 EL34s, 50 watts, 2 EL34s, and 20 watts in triode mode. It has a variac and a bolt switch on the front panel. That's basically it. It has a foot pedal. You can switch between the channel A and B, or I guess it's channel 1 and 2. Channel 1 is indicated by a green light and channel 2 is indicated by a red light. Here's the clean channel. The guitar I'm using is a Schecter SLS with Fishman Moderns. Right now on the clean channel it's on single coil in the neck, humbucker. The clean channel is very good, very useful, but I wouldn't say it's the most incredible clean channel I've ever heard, but it's very good. I'll switch it to the crunch channel, which is the middle switch here. Everything is set at noon. So we'll boost the output a little bit. Saturate the power tubes a little bit. more gain. A little more treble, scoop it a little bit. All right, let's scoop it a little more, cut the bass. Now, it's a very cool tone in the manual. They encourage you to kind of crank this like this. Let's see what happens. Let's try and boost it. I'm using a Plume's Earthquaker devices as a boost right now. Alright, let's put it on the channel 2, and I have it on the crush mode. Everything's pretty much new. No pedal. Let's boost the gain a little bit. When you boost the gain here, you can see a darkening of the tone a little bit. Or a lot actually. Turn up the volume, you also end up with a lot of darkness. I learned that maybe turn down the bass a little bit, treble up when you do that. All right, scoop it slightly, press it up a little bit. Let's try and boost it. This time I'm going to use a JHS Bonsai on 808. So definitely the DNA of this amplifier is a rectifier as far as I'm concerned. It does the usual stuff when you boost it and has some of the same issues, but because of the voicing of this amp and as well as the EL34s, it kind of tightens the low end quite a bit compared to a regular dual rectifier. But you can definitely hear that DNA shining through for sure. Now listen to this. When I turn down the volume, of course the volume will go down, but listen to what happens to the tone. The actual tone changes quite a bit. On my wish list for this amplifier is an output volume control. A lot of the other products they have released, Mesa Boogie has an output volume or master volume or something along those lines. And this one, I think, needs it because the tone changes so much according to how this volume knob is set. So there's a lot of play with the gain and this volume. That's the Mesa Boogie Badlander, the new edition of the rectifier. So my thoughts on the Badlander is that it has a fan in it, which in the studio settings is never a good thing. But for live use, I think it's a good thing, especially if it sits in a rack. But it is a little noisy, I think. It needs an output volume to be really useful. Other than that, I think it sounds really good. When I first got it, I expected a lot brighter sounding amplifier, but it definitely has the rectifier DNA in it for sure. It continues the lineage of the rectifier series, so that's a cool thing that it has that lineage behind it. What surprised me in a positive way about this amplifier is that crunch mode. It's heavier than I thought it would be. Usually when I think of crunch, I think middle of the road kind of distortion, but this is aggressive. Everything about this amplifier is aggressive. So I got a lot of joy out of that crunch mode, especially when you boost it with a pedal. It has a cool variety of tones, and the clip way up top of this video has that crunch mode on the rhythm guitars. I really like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you stay safe and keep rocking.